Hey guys, it's Tom Weatherall, out to make another photography video in Bangkok, Thailand. So I'm currently in the Central World area, so like the Siam Road area, which is kind of like the main shopping and kind of retail area. So yeah, it was built in the 1960s, and it's kind of it's all pretty big, tall buildings going on this side here, and yeah, so kind of nice. Get some taller buildings going. It's definitely a bit of a concrete jungle here. Tonight, Wednesday night, and it's just starting to get a bit dark, sort of heading towards blue hour. Not there yet. But anyway, this shot I've got in mind here will be shot at blue hour, so I've got to wait a bit longer. And the plan is, here I'm going to do what's called a shutter speed stack. So, I've not done one before, so it's the first time for me trying this out. And I'm quite excited actually, because I think here's a really good location to kick this off. Have a go at one. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to get set up. I'm going to be shooting on the tripod, so I'll get set up on the tripod. Hopefully by that time it'll be a bit darker, into blue hour. It should be good to shoot, so catch you then. Alrighty guys, well, camera on tripod. Got to say, I'm struggling a bit to get this composition. So what we got here is this fence going on. And I'm just thinking, right, I don't want to kind of incorporate that into the foreground. So I tried to get a composition shooting through, so you can see here, got the camera set up here, so I'll basically shoot through, so I'll give you a little look. So I was thinking maybe punching it into probably around 70 millimeters. Maybe a bit less. So, what's that? I'd probably say around 55 mil. But I'm not sure on the composition. There's a slight lack of symmetry going on. So basically, we've got this taller building here off to the left. Obviously, on this side, the building's not as tall. Quite simply, which for me, it's out of balance. So I'm not sure. But I think what I'm going to do is maybe incorporate this fence as well in the front, in the foreground. It'd be quite nice. So I'm just going to get that set up. But yeah, we're getting quite nice lighting here, so I'll probably show you on the camera screen. But yeah, so we've got this footbridge here. People walking across that. And then obviously we've got the traffic down below, and basically the plan is with this is to capture the motion in the traffic in one frame. Then we'll take another shot and we'll freeze motion in the people walking across this footbridge. So, and then we'll do a shutter speed stack or an exposure blend. And yeah, it'll be quite nice. We'll get back to you when I've just kind of got this composition a bit more sussed out. So yeah. Rightio guys, well, hopefully you can see that, but yeah, I'm kind of like the moment kind of standing in the middle of a walkway. So yeah, it's a little bit yeah. You can see this here, so kind of in the footpath, but yeah, it's what it is. But yeah, anyway, so composition, we're going to do this here. Hopefully you can see them. Tell you what, you're on the mount, but I'll take you off the mount, so I've got control of where the camera is. Righto, so you can see this here. So what I'm doing is I've wrapped around quite a bit and decided to use the fence. Still got this slight sort of lack of symmetry going on here with this taller building, and then obviously a smaller building, but you know what, it is what it is. I quite like it. The plan is to crop a bit, so I'm just shooting at around about 57, I don't know, 57? Something like that. 57 mil, and yeah, I'll probably crop in a bit, so set up the composition just to allow me a bit of movement when I come to crop. trying to focus. Sorry, guys. Sorry about this. Uh, yeah, the camera's not in focus, but you can kind of see it. I'm going to get my settings now and fire off some shots, see what happens. What we're going to do is fire off one for the footbridge and just get that in. Because obviously at the moment the traffic's not looking too good at the moment, so we'll just get that. But what I'll do is get my focus. So I'm going to switch to manual for this. Righto, so get my settings. So F4, ISO. What are we doing? Say 4,000. It's quite high. I reckon we'll just slow the shutter down a bit. The exposure a little bit longer. We'll just try that. I'm going to get my focus. So we've got trains going on. It's all going on. That's pretty much it. Bang on. We'll fire this off, see what happens. So I'm shooting on a 2-second delayed drive mode. And that's my choice for this. I wouldn't say there's any desperate need to really do that, but I'm not too fussed about trying to capture like a certain moment. There's always going to be people on the bridge, there's always going to be cars on the road, so, it'll work. So just fire that shot off. What I'm going to do now, we've got some movement going on in the road, so down in this part here. Slow down the shutter. I think what I'll do is try 0.8, I think. 0.8. Try 0.8 first. Drop my ISO down. So I'll go. Maybe I was thinking plus 0.3 on the meter, so ISO 64. So yeah, 0.8 a second. That's quite a nice shutter speed actually. I do quite like that. I don't see much of a reason to faff with that. I like I think the aperture's pretty nice. Oh, the depth of field's pretty nice on that. Well, now lovely blue hour now, going into the perfect lighting now. So nice, lovely blue sky. It's nice, really digging it. Alrighty, guys. Well, just fired up a couple more there, and you know what? I really like how this looks. Actually, I'm looking forward to getting back to the edit suite and having a play around, see what I can do. But yeah, it's getting a bit dark now. Like what I'm having to really do now is shoot at high ISO in order to freeze those people. So I think I pretty much got what I sort of want to get, what I can get. But yeah, no, I think it'll make a nice shot, actually. So yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about actually my choices here and like what I've kind of seen here in terms of in this scene here, what I've kind of decided to do, like what I've done. I want to do a shutter speed stack here, basically, because if I didn't do a shutter speed stack, I'd be like freezing motion or showing motion. And what that would mean is that obviously I'll be showing motion with traffic and people. So, in my opinion, that shot would probably work. What I prefer is having the people frozen in motion, because it makes the shot more interesting for me. If I was to, let's say, just do one single shot at a shutter speed which froze all motion, in my opinion, it wouldn't work as well. The shot just wouldn't be nearly as interesting having the traffic on the road frozen. I think it just wouldn't work as well. Because of course, what showing motion does in the traffic is also eliminates clutter, whilst also showing dynamism in the image. So that's why I've decided to blur that motion in the road. But I don't want to blur motion with the people on the bridge. No, I want those sharp. And that just makes the shot more interesting to me. At least I hope so. I hope I'm happy with it. I'll get back and I don't think it's all shit. Hopefully I can get a shot out of it. A bit of exposure blending, shutter speed stacking. So yeah, no, I'm quite happy with how the shots came out. So I think I'll probably leave it there and I'll catch it in the next time.